Sonia.
Malida.
How's it going?
Really good. How are you?
Good. I'm just so happy that you're here today.
I'm so happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
So, gosh, we met, Christmas time.
Yep.
That was a fun party.
That was the best party.
Yes, yeah. And I'm just so glad that I was able to meet you and hear a little bit about your story.
At the Art of Conversation.
Yes.
I made so many beautiful contacts at that event.
Seriously amazing. And it was a great atmosphere because we were celebrating. So.
And looked fun.
Yes, it was.
Fancy.
So you told me a little bit about your story, but I want to know the details. Whatever you want to tell me. But you start. I'm listening.
How far back do you want me to go?
Whatever you're comfortable with.
Okay, let's see. Let's start it where I would say the new cycle and trajectory and new experience kind of happened for me.
Okay.
So 2018, 2019, I would say was the ending start, meaning that I had so many things come to completion and so many things starting all at the same time. Ooh. So at that time, I was leaving my government job, which for most of my career I thought was a coveted space to be in, you know, the benefits and vacation time and pension. And in that process, I realized that it just was not a fit for me. I felt the longer that I stayed in corporate style job, the more doubt I accumulated within myself.
Wow.
I felt like I was just being met with a lot of negativity, bullying, even the dialogue around, oh, you're just not experienced or not enough, or you know, all the excuses. I'm like, I have so much potential.
Yes.
Why can't I just do what I love and reach that here? Yeah. So at the time, it didn't feel this way, but I see now that was a blessing in disguise. Yeah. It kind of pushed me out and into an environment that I had more creative freedom. I had autonomy. I got to work with clients that I was really passionate about, and that was when I went full-time with my business, bSocial Communications.
Oh.
So before that, I was working on it part-time while working full-time. So it was when I really spread my wings and went out, took a leap of faith, and explored what being an entrepreneur was like.
So did you find it really a challenge because that was your side hustle before when you were working in the government? Did you find it a challenge to do like almost 2 jobs? Oh,
definitely. Well, time-wise, for sure.
Yeah.
And my heart was always in the business. You know, I was always more in tune with it or putting my energy into it because it was really what I wanted to do. Okay. I just didn't have the confidence at the time to do it until I did.
Wow.
Until I felt like it was just, the choice was so clear to me. And I'm happy that I did. Now that I'm going to be celebrating my 10-year anniversary for bSocial in July.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
congrats.
Wow.
Happy anniversary. So, you know what? Tell me about that business. Like what made you want to get into it? What was your, tell me all about your business.
bSocial Communications is a boutique PR agency here in Edmonton. And I would say that I help sustainable brands build their brand through intentional storytelling. So that's what I'm all about. I believe that there is space for being authentic and vulnerable and intentional with our words and connecting with people that way.
You know, and so this is why I feel like you're one of my people. I don't know if you've gone through the same experience in networking, even on social media. I've been approached by so many service providers, and it's a sales call, right? Right off the bat, hi, how are you? This is what I offer. Would you be interested? And, obviously, automatically, I don't think I want to, because for you, I find you have that human factor. So important for me to connect. I can't stress enough how important it is for me to connect with anybody I'm going to do any collaboration with, even my podcasts, any business I'm going to do with, if I'm going to actually, use your services. You can't sell me on a pitch, unfortunately. You actually have to connect with me as a person. And that's what I'm sensing and feeling from you.
Oh, that is what I'm all about.
Yeah.
We're all built for connection.
Mm-hmm.
That is what we all want. So why are we promoting in the corporate world, especially this disconnect and this, like, it's frigid to me.
Yeah.
It's cold. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't want to be part of that.
Yeah.
I want to create something different over here.
Oh my gosh, yes. You know, you talking about your experience in the corporate world, it was just like, oh my God, that's exactly what I've been through. And it just doesn't fit me at all.
I got to a point where I was seriously doubting my career choice. That's how bad it got.
Yeah.
Like, maybe I'm just not good at this.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there's just no place for me here. Maybe I need to start exploring different avenues because I kept being met with, like, you're just not good enough or you're not there yet. And it's like, I have like 10 years experience and you're telling me that I'm just going to be stuck at a coordinator level for the rest of my career. Like, no, I'm not cool with that.
Seriously, Sonia, you just explained my situation too. It's
I
interesting.
think a lot of us have been there.
Yeah.
And I just was not the type to stick around and be complacent.
Good.
And follow the rules.
Yes. Yeah. Thank goodness you didn't.
I'm so happy I didn't. In the process, I got to run my business again. Especially working with clients and businesses that were aligned with me and building connections that way just felt so much more meaningful. And I got to be creative. I got to be a subject matter expert in so many different fields, which kind of feeds this thirst I have for learning. So I can say that I'm just like, I feel so blessed getting to do what I do.
And you get to be you.
I get to be me.
Oh my God.
And all that time of telling other people's stories, it inspired me to tell my own.
Oh my God. I'm getting goosebumps right now. Oh my gosh. Please, let's venture off to that.
Okay, so 2019, we're still there. Went out, started my own business, or went with it full time. A lot of things shifted during that time. I was going through a divorce, so that was difficult, you know, being with someone for 10 years and making the shift into being single, learning curve. And then at that same time, I was going through some health problems, and then COVID hit.
Oh my goodness.
And I was moving, so.
Oh my goodness.
Talk about things shattering in order to rebuild. I see the value in that now. At the time, it was very uncomfortable, uncharted territory. Wow. I didn't think I was going to make it out, but I did. And not only that, made it out with strength.
Oh my God. I love hearing that. Oh my God. Oh, Sonia, holy, you have my heart.
I have my heart now too.
Yay! Wow. Just like, I can't even imagine. Oh, you know, obviously everyone's been through their own trials and tribulations, myself included. But to know that you got to the other side, wow, this is incredible.
To the other side, and now my eyes are wide open to see the value in that experience and being able to explore an avenue that was always a dream of mine, writing my books.
Yes.
Glow Your Worth.
Yes.
That was the product of the disaster of 2019.
Wow. And what a beautiful looking book it is, just I have to say.
Thank you.
So tell me about your book.
Glow Your Worth. Okay, well, there's 2 of them now. I just published the second one in December.
Wow. Good on you. Holy cow. Wow.
I know. There was so much momentum with the first book, and I was so inspired by the reaction I received and people's feedback that I went and wrote a second one. I'm currently writing the third one of the series. Oh my God,
yes. Look at you go. Holy cow.
Let's take this back to when Sonia was about 5 or 6 years old. I remember being in my basement and writing these short stories and illustrating them and coloring them in and writing my name on the front of these books and holding them close to my heart and feeling this overwhelming sense of happiness and excitement.
5 years old?
So proud of myself. And that dream just stuck with me. It went dormant for a little while when I was figuring out all this work stuff and the business and life in general. But there was just something that happened in the process of being broken. It cracked me open. I saw the beauty of just me going out and being myself for the first time. And that included being a storyteller and telling my own story. And Glow Your Worth was created. The book, it has 222 affirmations. They're all affirmations that I wrote for myself on my healing journey.
Oh my gosh.
And 222 pages for you to write what you're grateful for. And I would say that the gratitude piece is really what's the most powerful part of this book. Being present, listening to yourself. What is your body and your mind and your soul telling you? I want to invite people inward, be a little bit introspective. Feel those feels.
And I think people forget to do that, right?
It can be difficult.
Yep, right.
Especially when you dig deep down.
Yeah.
What's been in the depths, lingering for years that you haven't brought up and brought up with kindness and compassion and love.
Your shadow side, right? Yeah. I actually had to do that recently, and going that deep, but I felt better once I went deeper. Does that make sense?
Of course it does.
It's scary.
Because you're giving yourself space, giving all your whole self space. We have to love every bit of ourselves, and that includes the dark, not so great parts. And the parts that we love. And I find that once we go deeper in and we pull that shadow out and we manage it and deal with it, you become whole again. Don't you find? I wouldn't even say whole again. I believe we're always whole and complete.
Oh, yes. That's a good point.
I think it's just offering it a safe space.
Oh, that's lovely. Oh my gosh. Wow, what an incredible book. So this is your first book.
That was my first.
And then the second book, what did you write about?
So the second book is of the Glow Your Worth series. The first one is, the theme is around unconditional love, so self-love. To me, the language in this book is very compassionate and kind and sweet in a way. And the second book is Glow Your Worth, a gratitude journal, an affirmation journal to inspire abundance. So
oh my goodness.
Generosity, that personal value. To me, the language in that book is more grounding. It's empowering. It's powerful. So both with the same intention of elevating your thoughts and elevating your energy and your vibration and your feelings to become aligned with your most authentic self.
Wow. So Sonia, where did you get this? Like, it sounds like you've always had this in you, but especially with the language here and what you've learned to write these books, where did that inspiration come from?
My personal experience.
Oh my God, I love that. Yes.
Life taught me that.
Yes.
I was pulled away from myself for so long. And when COVID hit, I was forced into isolation. I had no choice but to be with myself.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Alone. Very much alone. I look back at that time how did I do it? But I did somehow.
Because when I think about COVID and all those people who actually had to stay, inside alone, there was a lot of, we were talking about mental health, right?
Dead of winter in Edmonton to boot.
To see, people like you come out of it, a success story is really amazing. Holy cow.
It shows the power of choice. It shows that you can choose to break from your experiences, deflate, disappear, or grow and learn.
Wow. Sounds like you and I, because this mine happened during COVID too, but I had a house full of people, so totally different situation. But in terms of the direction, my path was going to take was like, yeah, wow, holy Sonia.
So being in isolation, I really became familiar with my thoughts and my beliefs about myself. And I realized very quickly how mean I was to myself and like the horrible things I would say about myself and the horrible things that I felt about myself. And I just didn't want to live in that dialogue anymore. And that's when I really became serious and consistent with my gratitude and journaling practice every single day, about an hour a day.
Wow.
And then that morphed into morning pages, which I learned about as a part of like becoming an author and writing and exploring, telling my own story. I became very intimate with the journaling process, and it changed my life. It changed my life. If there's one thing I can recommend to people, actually two things: meditation and journaling.
Yeah.
Daily.
Sure. Yeah. Well, it sounds like you weren't bored during your COVID, right? Because even though you were alone, you were planning
healing,
stuff and,
writing my first book.
Yeah. Wow.
Learning to love myself.
Yes, the most important.
Date myself.
Good for you. Oh my gosh. I think for me, because I've been single for quite a long time, I find that people who've been single for quite a long time actually fall in love with themselves even more. And it's like now, like if men approach me, it's like, yeah, no.
That's the thing.
Right?
It's like I love myself so deeply.
Yeah.
And take care of myself so well. Unless you're adding to my life.
Yes.
I just am uninterested.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
very
I don't know
much.
how else to say it. You gotta add.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of energy here. So if you're not adding to this,
Yeah. My time is very
good.
valuable. Yeah, for sure. Holy cow. Girl, you got it all going on. Holy crap. Oh my goodness. Wow. So your third book you said was on abundance.
Or the second book.
The second book, yeah. And the third book?
Creativity.
Oh man. Tell me a little about that.
So the first book, like I said, love, kindness, compassion. The second book, value, generosity, abundance. The third book, when I think of creativity, I have been a creative soul my whole life. Probably for many soul lifetimes, I feel. Like it just, I feel like I play such a special role in society, and I get to connect with people in such a meaningful, beautiful way. A big part of my creativity is curiosity.
Oh, right on.
And passion. So that is what I'm feeling for the third book.
Oh my gosh.
Coming
you
soon.
Just started to write
Just
it, or is it?
Just started, yeah.
Oh,
I'm going to need
okay.
a little bit on that one.
Oh, okay. Right on. Wow.
I did
That's
2 books in 2 years, and that was really ambitious. Now I'm like, I want to ease into the third one.
Do some self-care and take care of yourself. Holy cow.
And enjoy the process of publishing the first 2 books, which has been so exciting.
Wow. So do you have any, besides the books, what other plans do you have in store for Sonia?
I don't know. I'm really wanting to learn to be extremely present and live in the moment. I feel like that's a big goal for me in 2023 is like, what does that feel like every day, being completely and fully present and living between, like the thinking conceptual mind and like the non-thinking mind, like getting out of that overthinking, overanalyzing and like feeling more. So I feel like that's a big journey for me right now.
That's what a listener does, right? Being present.
Yes.
So it sounds like you got to listen to Sonia's got to listen to Sonia. Wow, that is incredible. Wow. So before we end, I have one thing that I love to ask my guests that I find very important.
I'm all ears.
Sonia, what matters to you the most?
Authenticity. Yeah. I know it may be unconventional and not enjoyed by the majority, but I can say with so much certainty going from being a people pleaser and like caring about what other people thought and
Oh my God,
looking
that was
for
me too.
external validation.
Oh, that was me.
Into a space of being vulnerable and eccentric and authentic and fully aligned with me. It is such a more fulfilling and fun way to live.
Isn't
and
it?
I want nothing more than to inspire other people to take that journey for themselves. So
Yes.
let's do it.
Yes, let's do it. Oh my God. Thank you, Sonia.
Thank you
It's
for
been a
having
pleasure.
me.
Thank you.
Until next time.
Yes.